Lesson 10.1, Area of Parallelograms and Trapezoids. The base of a parallelogram is any side can be used as the base. A parallelogram looks like this. For the most part, two parallel sides. So the base can be any of the sides. The height of a parallelogram is the perpendicular makes a right angle, between the base and the opposite side. Again, that would be the height, because it makes a right angle. You might even see them make a dotted line here because it's not actually a side. So they might say that this is the height, this is the base. Trapezoid. Trapezoid looks like this. One pair of parallel sides. The bases of a trapezoid are the parallel sides. So you have base 1, base 2. And it really doesn't matter which one's base 1 and base 2, just as long as you have two bases. The height of a trapezoid is the perpendicular distance between the bases. And again, they might make a dotted line because it's not an actual side, and that's the height. To find the area of a parallelogram, you take base times height. 4 times 6, in this case, equals 24 meters squared. Area is always units squared. Example 1, find the area of a parallelogram. Remember, the formula is base times height. We're going to take the height, which is 9, times the base, which is 12. 12 times 9 is 108. The parallelogram has an area of 108 square inches. Trapezoid uses this formula. 1/2 base plus base 1 plus base 2 times the height. You also could do base 1 plus base 2, add those together, that's always first, because that's parentheses, times the height, and divide by 2. Because multiplying by 1/2 is the same as dividing by 2. I like this second formula a little bit better, just because then I feel like I can do my order of operations a little easier, because I always divide by 2 last. An example of this is taking 1/2 times 5 plus 11 times 4. 5 plus 11 is 16. You can take 16 times 4 and get 64, and then multiply by 1/2, or you could take 64 divided by 2, which is 32 centimeters squared. That is the area of a trapezoid. A deck floor is constructed in the shape of a trapezoid. What is its area? Use the formula 1/2 base plus base times height. So we have 1/2, 12 plus 24, because this is base and this is base and this is height. 12 plus 24, 36. And then we can take that times 1/2 times 17. The deck floor has an area of 306 square feet. Again, you can write that as 306 feet squared. Make sure you label your area. For number 1 and number 2, find the area. I don't care if you sketch the quadrilateral, but find the area. Pause the video, try 1 and 2 yourself. We use the formula A equals base times height, so we're taking 13 times 8. The answer here is 104 feet squared. For number 2, formula is base plus base times height divided by 2. The bases are 15 and 10. So I'm going to take 15 plus 10 times the height, which is 6, divided by 2. This is 25 times 6 divided by 2. 25 times 6 is 150. Divided by 2 is 75. 75 yards squared. Move on to 10.2, area of circles. The area of a circle is pi times r squared. So using this example where r is 3, that's radius, you would have pi times 3 squared. You could solve this by taking 3 times 3, because that's 3 squared, which is 9, times pi. Approximately, it's always going to be approximately, because of pi, we're not going to get an exact answer, 28.26 inches squared. Example 1, find the area of a circle with diameter of 14. Remember that we need to find radius, because we have the formula pi r squared. To find radius, you take half of the 14. So divide 14 by 2. The radius is 7. Substitute in pi, substitute in the r, which is 7. Always do your exponents first. So square this first. You're taking 3.14 times 49. The answer is 153.86. The area is about 153.86 square centimeters. This time we're going to do the reverse and find the radius. We know the area is 706.5. Here's the formula. Let's substitute in what we know. We know the area, 706.5. We know pi, and that's it. We do not know r. Make sure you're listening carefully, because this does get a little tricky for some people. I need to get this r squared by itself. To do that, I'm going to divide each side by pi. Again, what I did here was I divided by 3.14 to both sides, or pi. That crossed off the pi from the right side, you're left with r squared. 706.5 divided by pi is 225. Now what I have is 225 equals r squared. Remember, a square is r times r. So you're thinking what number times itself is 225. We also can take the square root of both sides. When you square root a square, it just gets rid of the square. So you just have r. Square root 225. The answer is 15. The radius of the circle is about 15 feet. You can always check by plugging it back in and making sure that it equals 706.5. For number 1, 2, and 3, find the unknown area or radius using 3.14 as pi. Remember the formula, A equals pi r squared. Number 1, we're going to find area, pi 9 squared. That means you're taking pi times 81, which is 254.34 meters. This is not squared because, actually, this actually would be squared. We are finding area. They should have squared that. Number 2, we need to find r first. Divide by 2. You have 55.5 as r. So area equals pi 5.5 squared. Sorry, this should have been 5.5 is radius. 5.5 squared is 30.25. Multiply it by pi, you get 94.982 miles squared. For number 3, this time we know area. What we don't know, and we know pi, what we don't know is the r. Divide by pi to each side. 785 divided by 3.14 is 250. That is r squared. To get rid of this square, we square root both sides. The square root of 250 is about 15.8 yards. Do not square this because this is radius. We can solve a multi-step problem by finding the areas of the inner and outer circles. So let's talk about the outer circle first. This is the gray one. Still using pi r squared, and the outer circle radius is 5. Substitute that in. 5 times 5 is 25. 25 times pi is 78.5. Let's find the inner circle. This is the inner circle's radius. You can see the line only stops at the white circle. Square the radius, and they did round. It's up to you if you want to round or not. You're always going to have an approximate answer. 3.8 or 3.75 squared times pi is about 45.3416. Now, I know the area of the outer circle is 78.5. The inner one is about 0.3416. To find just the gray area, I want to subtract the 45 from the 78. You have approximately 33.1584 inches squared. We are not doing the guided practice problems. Please skip.